What's up, everybody? Jordan Stewart here from Vover. Thanks so much for tapping into the Vover Original Show. Just a reminder that if you want to drop your opinions about the episode or respond to the host and guests with your voice, go and download the Vover app wherever you get your apps. Vover, voice over everything. Enjoyed the show.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to this Monday edition of the Vover Sports Card Show. I am your host, Frank Hrelja. Today, I want to give you a basketball card play that I think is sneaky good heading into the fall. And once we're done with that, we need to talk about Ronald Acuna's card market because his unfortunate injury on Saturday will impact his sports card market. So for the basketball play that I like, the question I would ask is what upcoming events in the basketball calendar are going to lead for card prices to go up? Currently, we're in the NBA Finals, so really good performances have the ability to help individual player sports card markets. We're going to have the draft soon and free agency, so those kinds of moves and trades could potentially impact the card market, especially if we see big players go to new teams. But then the next thing on the calendar isn't next season starting. The next biggest thing on the calendar is the 2021 Hall of Fame ceremony in September. And you might be asking, didn't we just have a Hall of Fame ceremony? Yes, but that's because the Kobe, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett Hall of Fame got postponed last year because of COVID. So we're having this year's ceremony in just a couple months where Ben Wallace, Chris Bosh, and Paul Pierce are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. When you're looking to flip sports cards, it's super important to be staying ahead of what other people are thinking about. There's two really interesting plays that I saw this week that people have made that were low-key really smart and outside of the box. The first one being a Joey Chestnut Allen and Ginter autographed slab that was purchased for $80 just a few months ago and then flipped on the 4th of July for $250 when Joey Chestnut won the hot dog eating contest. Another play that I saw recently was a Conor McGregor 2013 Topps UFC Bloodlines Auto PSA 10 Pop 25. Card was selling for $10,000 back in February and now last sold for almost $23,000 last week. Why did his card prices go up? Because he was the center of attention and everybody was talking about him in the sports world. And when I'm looking forward to this Hall of Fame ceremony, I think it's going to help Chris Bosh in particular. And there's really only one factor for why I believe this, and it's the fact that he's in that iconic 2003 draft class, which means he has the same rookie cards as Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, most importantly, LeBron James. Chris Bosh is the first of these superstars to head to the Hall of Fame, and I haven't heard one person talk about his sports cards or talk about this upcoming Hall of Fame ceremony because I don't think a lot of people realize how soon it's coming. Chris Bosh is an 11-time All-Star, but most importantly, he played with LeBron in his 4 years in Miami, where they won 2 championships and made the finals all 4 years and formed that iconic super team. He was alongside LeBron and Dwayne Wade, the same players that are with him in that 2003 draft class. And I do think as we see some iconic basketball cards starting to rebound, I do think Chris Bosh is going to benefit from this. Number one, because he's in that 2003 draft class. And when we see LeBron, Melo, and Wade all go up, it's going to help Chris Bosh as well. I think a lot of people are going to be talking about that Miami team come September when the Hall of Fame is happening. There's going to be all these stories told about that team, behind the scenes stuff. I'm sure Chris Bosh is going to be doing tons of media stuff. And I believe that this is going to be an opportunity for all three of those Miami superstars to get some attention. Chris Bosh's Topps Chrome rookie card PSA 10 last sold for $250. It's a pop 273. This card was over $1,000 back in early 2021. If we look at his Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10, it last sold for $850 as a pop 112. And what I like so much about these cards is it's the same class as LeBron. This 2003 Topps Chrome Refractor, if you get it for Chris Bosh, it's the same set as the LeBron iconic Topps Chrome Refractor. And I really like that all of Bosh's rookie cards are from the same sets as LeBron, Wade, and Melo rookie cards because all of these superstars' careers were intertwined with each other. Chris Bosh had a large role in LeBron James winning 2 championships. Don't forget, in 2013 in Game 6 of the Finals, Chris Bosh was the one who got the offensive rebound to kick it out to Ray Allen for the game-tying 3 to save that championship for Miami. Chris Bosh had an incredible NBA career. He was alongside LeBron, Dwayne Wade. All of these players came into the league together. And looking at his card prices today, down a lot from where they were just a few months ago. And given what he accomplished over the course of his career, I think if you buy something like his Topps Chrome Refractor rookie card PSA 10 Pop 112 for $850 from the iconic 2003 Topps Chrome set, I think if you're buying that card at that price point, given what he accomplished over the course of his career, I think it's a fair price point. And I think it gives you the opportunity to hold the card, never feel forced to sell. And at the exact same time, if this card did go up in a couple months, would provide you an opportunity to cash out. If you love that iconic 2003 draft class, if you love Chris Bosh, Melo, LeBron, I think this is an opportunity to jump in now because I think a lot more attention is going to be coming in the next couple months. Now, after talking about basketball and the play that I believe is going to do well, let's talk some baseball because on Saturday night, we unfortunately heard that Ronald Acuna Jr. tore his ACL. This truly is devastating. There's so many great young talented players at the MLB right now. Ohtani's cards are on fire. Vlad Guerrero's cards are on fire. Even guys like Tatis and Juan Soto, obviously their cards go for a great amount of money. And what we're going to see right now is Ronald Acuna Jr.'s car prices go down. His first Bowman Chrome Auto PSA 10 was $6,000 a couple months ago. This card has been trending down ever since. Acuna's cars were insanely on fire right when the season started. He was the one everybody was pouring money into, but since Vlad Guerrero and Ohtani have been playing so much better than anybody would have expected, their card prices have been the ones going up the most, and Tatis, Soto, and Acuna have been slowing down a little bit. But I'm going to promise you guys something. If we see Acuna card prices drop a lot from where they are today, I'm going to be a buyer. Acuna is 23 years old. He's an MVP level guy right now, and he achieved 100 home runs and 75 stolen bases quicker than anybody else in MLB history. He's on a super short list of guys who have accomplished that feat by the age of 24. He's with Mike Trout, Ken Griffey, and A-Rod. If you want to sell off your Acuna cards right now because at 23 years old he tore his ACL, I will happily buy his cards. I'm not going to buy them today because I do think over the next month or so they are going to drop. But once his cards floor out, I'm going to be a buyer because Acuna, come next season, is going to be one of the best players of baseball again, and he'll only be playing in his 24-year-old season. Acuna has a super long superstar career ahead of him. If you currently own Acuna cards and you're not a big fan of him and you would prefer to just move out and go buy something else right now, but if you really are an Acuna fan, I think the next couple of months are going to present an opportunity. Don't forget what happened with Ohtani. The talent was never a question. His ability to be collectible was never a question. What made people nervous was his injury history. Now Ohtani this season is looking great and hasn't been injured. He's leading the league in home runs. And because he came back looking so good this year, people are paying 10x for his cards today relative to where they were back in January or February. So I appreciate you listening to this Monday edition of the Vover Sports Card Show. I am your host, Frank Hrelja, and I'll be back again on Wednesday.